Today, the theme of our lesson is hobby and business. Today, you will be able to name the words, identify true-false sentences, and use phrasal verb turn. Now, guess the words. Number 1. Making objects made from gold, silver, and valuable stones that you wear for decoration. Number 2. An activity in which people attempt to shoot each other with guns that fire paint rather than bullets as a game. Number 3. A sport in which a person jumps from an aircraft and falls for as long as possible before opening a parachute. Number 4. Play by hitting with the hand or a stick. Number 5. Find a small piece of paper with a picture or pattern on it that is stuck onto a letter. Number 6. Writing on a wave on a special board. Number 7. A sport where two teams try to score points by carrying an oval ball. Number 8. The activity of traveling in a small, light, narrow boat. And answer the question, what do they have in common? Check up your answers. The first, making jewelry. The second, paintballing. Number 3, skydiving. Number 4, play the drums. Number 5, collecting stamps. Number 6, surfing. Number 7, play rugby. And 8, go canoeing. And the answer to the question, what do they have in common? The answer is hobbies. Their hobbies. Look at the photo and answer the questions. 1. What is the woman's hobby? Yes, you're right. The woman's hobby is planting flowers. 2. Can she turn her hobby into business? Yes, you're right. Yes, she can. 3. Why do you think so? Yes, you're right. She can plant beautiful flowers and sell them to people. And 4. What other hobbies can be turned into business? Why? Yes, you're right. Such hobbies as going canoeing, making wood sculptures can be turned into business. For example, people can teach sailing canoeing and earn money, or sell wood sculptures and earn money too.
Skills 1C. Exercise 2, page 10.
Turning your hobby into a business. Can you imagine earning money from doing something that you really love? That's what Bakhagul Toligenkizi does, ever since she turned her hobby into a business. We interviewed Lucy Thomas, the author of a new book about Bakhagul's life, to find out more. Lucy, how did you meet Bakhagul?
I was on holiday in Almaty and I came across her museum. I started talking to her and I realized there was a fascinating story behind her business.
So how did that story start?
Well, when Bakhagul was a young girl, she began collecting gold and silver antiques from her home country, Kazakhstan. Then, in her 20s, she displayed some pieces from her collection in an exhibition. The exhibition was such a success that she traveled all over the country with it, eventually returning to her own museum in Almaty.
Was that the same museum you met her in?
Yes, it's a fascinating place. There are over 1,000 exhibits now that are centuries old, including rugs and clothes, kitchen equipment, ancient weapons and jewelry.
But the museum isn't her only business, is it?
No. In fact, entrance to the museum is free, so Bakhagul doesn't make any money there. She just wants to share the beauty of her country's history with tourists and locals. Her business came after the museum, when she decided she wanted visitors to Kazakhstan to be able to take a piece of the country's culture home with them. That's when she came up with the idea for Ademi I.
What does Ademi I do?
They're a team of designers and artists who create beautiful souvenirs, such as miniatures of famous Kazakh landmarks like the Baytarek Tower, textiles with traditional patterns, and wonderful jewelry. They make all their products from high-quality materials and engrave many of them with Kazakh wishes and expressions. There is no other company like Ademi I in Kazakhstan. They are very successful and even created official souvenirs for the Asian Winter Games.
So what is Bakagul's secret to success?
Well, apart from her unique and beautiful products, Bakagul believes in hard work, patience, and determination. She also thinks the support of family and colleagues is essential to building a business.
What do you admire most about her?
Definitely her desire for knowledge. She's wealthy and successful, but she never stops learning.
Mark true and false sentences. Number 1. The interview is about a book Bakagul Tolengenkazi wrote. Number 2. Lucy met Bakagul when she was a young girl. Number 3. Bakagul doesn't earn money from her museum. Number 4. Lucy believes Ademi I is a unique company in Kazakhstan. Number 5. Bakagul believes business people should always work alone. Check up the answers. The first, false. The second, false. Number 3, true. Number 4, true. Number 5, false. Let's study phrasal verbs. 1. Turn up means appear. For example, a strange canoe turned up or appeared on the lake. 2. Turn down means refuse an offer invitation. For example, your friend offers you to go to the cinema, but you don't want. You turn down or refuse. 3. Turn off means switch off. For example, turn off the light, turn off the music. Next, turn to somebody means go to somebody for help. And the last, turn into means to change into something different. For example, snow turns into water when it's warm. Let's train using of phrasal verbs, and your task is to choose the correct particle. 1. Dana never expected her dream job to turn into overnight nightmare. 2. Saule got a great job offer, but she turned it down. 3. Don't forget to turn off the lights before you leave work. 4. Damir didn't turn up for work yesterday. He was ill. 5. He has no one else to turn to down but his brother. Now let's check up your answers. 1. Into. 2. Down. 3. Off. 4. Up. 5. 2. Now you should assess yourself. For example, I can name the words very well. I can answer the questions good. I can understand the text not very well. Now your home task is to write an article turning my hobby into business for the English School magazine.